Hi Aquarius, happy Friday. It's Friday for me, but whenever you come across this video is when you're supposed to receive the messages, okay? I'm just going to clear the energy of the cards. I call upon the divine powers to help clear and protect these cards, for my intention is to use them for good only. I declare that only good shall come from their use and that all negativity shall be turned away from them. Amen. Okay, Aquarius, so I'm going to be doing a general reading, a Celtic cross spread, 10 cards. We'll do one card at a time. If any of your messages repeat, I'll try and catch that and let you know. I believe that Spirit really wants us to get the messages when they repeat. People can show up in your reading. Kings, queens, knights, pages, they either represent you, someone in your life, or a situation. If any of your cards come out upside down, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. Always check your sun, moon, rising signs in case you have messages over there. And all these messages you receive today are from Spirit. They're not from me, okay? I just channel the messages. They're all from Spirit. If I'm picking up anything with my intuition, I'll let you know that it's from me. Otherwise, it's all from Spirit, okay? So, Aquarius, your first card represents your current situation. And you have equilibrium in this deck. This is a major arcana card. This is temperance, okay? So this card represents your current situation. This is Sagittarius energy. So this card is talking about have patience, finding meaning, finding your purpose. This is a card that talks about balance, moderation, cooperation, adaptability. It's a card of relationships, being calm. So this card suggests that you watch your balance, take the time to make sure your reactions, decisions, and words are appropriate for the situation at hand. You're advised to practice moderation and patience. This is no time for extreme behavior or melodramatic gestures, okay? So, moderation in all things. Things might seem to be stalled for you right now, and there's not much you can do at the present except to just let things work themselves out, which they will in time. Patience is the key, for trying to force matters will cause bad feelings and poor results. This is a time to concentrate on blending the difficult parts of yourself into a new form, psychological, emotional, and spiritual. Temper extremes that throw you out of balance, Aquarius, okay? This is a card of tranquility, harmony, serenity, compromise, cooperation. So there's a need for balance and accuracy when life feels precarious. There may be many demands upon you, but you can take control. You may need to budget or plan your time to create more stability. This card could also represent a peacekeeper or a negotiator. Then your second card represents what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation, and you got the Knight of Cups. It came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. This is Pisces energy. So this card talks about disappointment, deception, turmoil, avoiding conflict. It's someone who is moody, unrealistic, has an overactive imagination, is jealous, vain. This is a card of fraud. The message that you hope for has been delayed or may never arrive, or the relationship you yearn for may be based on deceit or superficiality on the other person's side. You might be obsessing about someone who really doesn't care that much about you and who will never make a commitment, even if they have led you to believe that they are sincere. This person is fickle, likes to flirt, and isn't likely to settle down. The Knight of Cups indicates someone who is prone to depression or moodiness and may sink into gloomy pessimism and brood. This card represents temper tantrums, moodiness. It's telling you to avoid any conflict. The Knight of Cups is someone who is unfaithful, can be led astray, and has emotional problems. So just a heads up there, Aquarius. Then your third card represents the basis of your situation or foundation, and you have the Six of Pentacles reversed. So extra protection. The Six of Pentacles is represented by Taurus in the zodiac. So this card is all about self-care, okay? Make sure you're giving yourself a lot of self-care at this time. This could represent gifts with strings attached, being stingy, stinginess, inequality, one-sided charity, unpaid debts, abuse of generosity. Spirit saying you need to recoup after a period of loss and confusion. You may want to help others, but you don't have the means, and that makes you unhappy. You may be required to find a lifestyle that will create a sense of security for you so that you can find peace of mind. Okay. And then this card could suggest that your need will not be met, the loan or scholarship denied, and if you're approached for help, you will be unable to do so. It can also indicate that you will be offered help, but you're going to refuse it. So a loss, the Six of Pentacles, disappointment again. It could represent a mean or greedy person with stingy behavior, or it could represent material loss, such as money or property. Then your fourth card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. And you have the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana, big message here. This is Neptune in astrology. This card is telling you to pause, surrender, let go, have a new perspective, have patience again. Repeating that message. Plan, foresight. There's a lack of direction. You need a new perspective. This is a card of sacrifice, release, waiting, contemplation, uncertainty, martyrdom. But yeah, you have the wisdom, the foresight, just strategize, have a plan. This card can represent very simply sacrifice. You may be asked to give up something for the sake of someone or something else. This card could also indicate the need for a change in thinking or a new point of view, or it can be one of a more spiritual activity, one where you give up something of yourself to gain spiritual wisdom. It could also mean almost literally a time of suspension, a time where you should do nothing at all. Okay? You're suspended between the past and the future. A new direction for your life is in the making. Look at things from a different perspective and make necessary adjustments. The good news is there's no hurry. Take your time and make the right decisions about where you truly want to take your life. Pay attention to your inner voice and be prepared to dance to a different drummer if need be. Your immediate future card is the Nine of Wands, upright. Okay, the Nine of Wands is represented by Sagittarius. This card is saying, don't give up. Spirit knows you're exhausted. Persevere. You're so close to success. You have the determination. The goal is in sight. You have the courage to overcome. You have the grit. Okay. So this is a test of faith. Spirit knows you're exhausted, Capricorn, but don't give up. You're at now 9. You just have to get to 10, okay? Tap into that core of determination you have for that final push. You will be successful. Your 6th card is the 9 of Pentacles. Another 9. So the 9 of Pentacles represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation. This is a card about success again, achievement, being rewarded for your efforts, having a sense of achievement, self-sufficiency. It's a card of safety, abundance, luxury, financial independence, self-esteem, enjoying the fruits of your labor, winning money, a windfall, wealth. So independence, pleasure. Then your self-image card, how you see yourself. You have the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is Taurus energy. This card is about, this is how you see yourself. Feeling abandoned, starting again. This is a card of need, poverty, insecurity, hardship, loss, isolation, struggle. You feel like you're going through rough times, either physically or financially, but this card carries a more distressing message. You're letting these hard times erode your spirit, your faith, and your desire. And you don't have the energy. You feel like you don't have the energy to get through it this time. You have no faith that things will turn around. You don't even desire to seek the help that may be available to you. This is a warning that money may soon be very tight, that losses may ensue from ill-advised investments, or that the support you had counted on won't be forthcoming, such as a grant, estate of a loved one, or a bonus. This card advises you to ask for help from other people or from the universe. Then your environment card, or how others see you in your situation, you have the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups is represented by Cancer. This card says you're feeling dissatisfied, disconnected, bored, indifferent, depression. You're questioning yourself. You're reevaluating yourself. This is a card of contemplation again. You're contemplating things. It's a card of apathy, self-absorption. So the 4 of Cups is saying you are withdrawing your emotions from a situation or a person. After intense emotional involvement, you may need some space for yourself. There's a feeling of letdown after a build-up, as in the postpartum blues, or when you have to deal with all the nitty-gritties of making a marriage work, okay? This represents a state of apathy and withdrawal, but this is a necessary rest. It's time to get away by yourself and just relax and recenter yourself for a while before getting back into your daily grind. Your 9th card represents your hopes and fears, and you got the World card. It came out reversed, so extra protection. The World is represented by Saturn in astrology. This card talks about emptiness, seeking personal closure, taking shortcuts, delays. Spirit saying recognition is waiting for you. Recognition awaits. Incompletion, no closure, lack of closure, feeling incomplete, a lack of achievement. You're being presented with a multiplicity of choices and aren't sure which one to make. You may be experiencing new facets of yourself, or you may be rejecting new ideas being offered out of fear or a limited understanding. But now is the time to face the fact that the universe is a more complex place than you have been willing to admit. Your goals are in sight, but they may be more complicated to achieve and require persistent and determined effort on your part. I would make a note of that for sure. Okay, that's why they don't want you to give up. Persist, persevere, grit. And then your future card, if all is to remain as is the Fool, a major arcana. Again, the first major arcana. This is Uranus energy. This says you have the courage. You're a free spirit. This is a card of innocence, freedom, new beginnings, adventure, originality, clean slate, new cycle, openness, trust, risk-taking. So the Fool says at this time you're out of sync with the rest of the world, but in a positive way. You may want to go out on your own, full speed ahead, or you may feel isolated from the group, a loner. Your experience of the current situation is different from those around you. You feel as if you're marching to a different drummer, and you probably are. Listen to that drummer, for this is the beat of your authentic self trying to get your attention. Okay? This card indicates that being at a crossroads, and there are a variety of paths you can choose, and the Fool suggests making an intuitive decision, even if it seems illogical. A beginning, a fresh start beckons, and an opportunity awaits. You may find new work, a new romantic partner, begin a creative venture, or be driven by another passion or ideal. Depending on your circumstances, you may need to approach with caution, to know the practicalities and explore the options before you take the risk. Okay? Follow your heart, Aquarius, and embrace whatever comes your way. This is a moment for faith and trust in yourself and in the universe. That's your reading. If this resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aquarius.